The Lost City of Lumina, a journey through time and mystery. Introduction. Welcome to another adventure on Lingua Fables, where we bring English learning to life through captivating stories. Today's tale is about Emma, a young historian, who sets out on a daring journey to find a mysterious lost city. Get ready for twists, turns, and secrets from an ancient civilization. Word Hunt Challenge. As always, we've got a fun challenge for you. Count how many times you hear the word ancient in the story. Write the number in the comments at the end. Mystery words. Here are today's 3 mystery words: labyrinth, artifact, and illuminate. Can you guess their meanings? Stay tuned till the end to find out. Story Part 1. The Forgotten Map. It all began on a quiet afternoon in a dusty old library. Emma, a passionate historian, was sorting through ancient manuscripts when her hand brushed against something peculiar, a hidden lever behind a bookshelf. With a soft click, the shelf slid open, revealing a small, dusty journal. Its cover was worn and the pages crinkled with age. Emma's heart raced as she flipped through the fragile pages. There, drawn in careful detail, was a map. It wasn't just any map, it was the lost map of Lumina, a city long forgotten by history. Legend spoke of Lumina as a city bathed in light, where ancient scholars guarded priceless knowledge and treasures beyond imagination. Emma knew she couldn't let this opportunity pass. Without a second thought, she packed her bags and set out on a journey to uncover Lumina's hidden secrets. Her destination? A remote island, rumored to be the final resting place of the ancient city. Expanding suspense. After a treacherous journey across the sea, Emma arrived at the island. The air was thick with mist, and the dense forest ahead looked forbidding. As she ventured deeper, she noticed something strange. The trees were twisted, their bark etched with symbols she had never seen before. Every step felt heavier, and the eerie silence was broken only by the sound of her footsteps crunching on the damp ground. At last, Emma stumbled upon the entrance to a massive underground labyrinth. The ancient map in her hand confirmed it. This was the gateway to Lumina. First new word. Labyrinth means a maze or complex network of paths. Let's say it together. Labyrinth. The first trial, entering the maze. The labyrinth was dark and winding, with walls made of stone that seemed to stretch endlessly. Emma used a torch to light her way, but the flickering flame did little to ease the tension. The deeper she went, the more disoriented she felt. Strange sounds echoed through the tunnels, and shadows danced on the walls as if watching her every move. Suddenly, Emma found herself at a dead end, but something caught her eye, an inscription on the wall. It was a riddle. To find your way, think not with your eyes, but with your heart. The path you seek is hidden in plain sight. Confused, Emma took a moment to think. Her eyes scanned the stone walls for clues, but then it struck her. The inscription wasn't about seeing, it was about feeling. Slowly, she pressed her hands against the cold stone, and after a few tense moments, the wall shifted. A hidden passage opened before her. Building suspense. As Emma continued deeper into the labyrinth, the air grew colder and the shadows darker. She could feel the weight of the ancient city pressing down on her. There was no turning back now. The lost city of Lumina was close, she could feel it. Story Part 2. The City of Light. At long last, Emma stepped out of the labyrinth and into a grand, open chamber. Before her lay the ancient city of Lumina. The city glowed softly with a light that seemed to come from the very walls. Structures made of shimmering stone rose around her, and at the heart of the city stood a massive tower, its peak disappearing into the mist. Emma marveled at the sight before her. This was no ordinary city. Every building was adorned with ancient carvings, and pathways were paved with gleaming stone. But something felt off. The city was eerily quiet, as though it had been waiting for her for centuries. Second new word. Artifact. In the heart of the city, Emma came across a grand hall filled with ancient artifacts, objects of historical significance. Golden statues, strange mechanical devices, and glowing scrolls filled the room. Let's say it together, artifact. As she carefully examined the artifacts, one in particular caught her eye, a strange, glowing orb resting on a pedestal in the center of the hall. It pulsed with light, and as Emma reached out to touch it, the room began to tremble. Dust fell from the ceiling and a low hum filled the air. The mysterious guardian. Before Emma could react, a figure appeared, a tall, cloaked guardian, his face hidden beneath a hood. His voice echoed through the hall, deep and resonant. You have come far, traveler, but your journey is not yet complete. To unlock the true secrets of Lumina, you must pass the 3 trials of the ancient scholars. Emma's heart raced, but she nodded. She had come too far to turn back now. Trial 1, the test of knowledge. The guardian gestured toward a table where 3 scrolls lay. To pass the first trial, you must choose the scroll that contains the knowledge of Lumina's creation. Only one holds the truth. Emma examined the scrolls closely, reading the ancient language inscribed on them. After what felt like an eternity, she chose the scroll on the right, and with a deep breath, handed it to the guardian. Suspenseful twist. The guardian unrolled the scroll and smiled. You have chosen wisely. The first trial is complete. Emma exhaled in relief, but she knew the next trial would be even harder. Trial 2, the test of courage. The guardian led her to a dark chamber, where the walls seemed to close in around her. This is the test of courage. You must cross the bridge of shadows. But beware, if you lose your focus, the bridge will disappear. Emma's heart pounded as she stepped onto the narrow bridge. Below her, a chasm stretched into darkness, and the bridge wobbled with every step. She forced herself to focus, putting one foot in front of the other. Halfway across, a gust of wind nearly knocked her off balance, but she held on, refusing to give in to fear. After what felt like hours, she reached the other side. Trial 3, the test of wisdom. For the final trial, the guardian led Emma to a grand tower. At the top of this tower lies the heart of Lumina. But to reach it, you must solve the ancient puzzle of light. Emma climbed the winding stairs, her legs growing weak with exhaustion. At the top, she found a massive crystal that refracted light into 100 beams. The puzzle required her to align the beams perfectly to unlock the final chamber. With patience and determination, she adjusted the mirrors and the light began to shift. Climactic moment. As the last beam fell into place, the doors to the chamber opened. Inside, a brilliant light illuminated the room, revealing a treasure more valuable than gold. Ancient scrolls filled with the knowledge of Lumina's lost civilization. Final recap. Let's recap the words we've learned today. Emma navigated a labyrinth, which means a complex maze. She discovered ancient artifacts, objects of historical importance. And finally, she illuminated the room, which means she lit it up with light. How many times did you count the word ancient? Write your answers in the comments. Mystery word meanings. And now, here are the meanings of our 3 mystery words. 1. Labyrinth, a maze or complex path. 2. Artifact, a historical or cultural object. 3. Illuminate, to light up or make something visible. Your homework task. For your homework, use the words labyrinth, artifact, and illuminate in your own sentences and share them in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more thrilling stories on Lingua Fables.